Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We have an extremely interesting interview today, an amazing organization that we are going to discuss with the people involved. This is something that's very important. This is something that many, many people care about. We care about it. We created a campaign for them, and we would like you, the audience, to get to know a little bit more. So let me introduce my co-host, Foti Stamos. Hello, Foti.
Also, Ari.
Τι κάνεις?
Kala, excellent. And yes, another important segment and interview that we feel is super important. We don't think about this often, but to us, water is so available and something that we not think as much, but it is something that around the world, Ari, is a problem.
Well, actually, around the world, and now it's starting here in the United States. I mean, look at the West Coast. They're in extreme droughts. I mean, this is a major issue that will affect everybody. And I think this is so important. I'm sorry, go ahead, continue.
Yeah, and to your point, we have the honor and our special guest today who are going to discuss with us a huge initiative and efforts that they're doing actually to resolve some of these problems within Greece and potential around the world. But let's introduce our guests so we get to talk to them so they can fill us in on what they're doing with us all the way from Greece. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to be with us. We have with us President Ioannis Vogiatzoglou and Secretary Violetta Xifara from Aqua Africa, who are doing tremendous efforts to assist in providing clean water. That's the key right there, clean water to those in need. Ioannis, thank you so much for joining us, as well as Violetta.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
Tell us what is going on and tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Okay, right now we have a project which is on, and it's we are putting reverse osmosis filters in some villages. It's called SOS villages in Greece. There are several houses with young kids and families. And the other one is Smile of a Child, Χαμόγελο του παιδιού, which again is it's a unique, how can I say, non-profit for children which they don't have families. They're going to be operated, or they for cancer, and you know. So one of the reasons we choose these villages is we have a problem right now in Greece, in Athens and other places with nitrates. So nitrates, it's a chemical from pesticides or you know, which you can find in the ground and really hurts liver and spleen, and can create many problems, especially for young kids. I'll say very easy. They don't grow. They stay. You know, it's really tough. So that's why we already started putting some filters. We have to install something like 100 to 130 filters all over Greece, and this is one project which is on right now, and we want to raise funds.
This is for me, you know, amazing to realize that there's an issue like this in Greece, because from the outside, visiting Greece and spending time in Greece, you never would vision that there's issues like this when it comes to, you know, clean water. And you had mentioned about bottled waters and so forth. I remember growing up as a kid in Greece that, you know, we drank bottled water because the water from the well didn't taste as good. But it goes beyond the taste. It goes to the fact that water can be contaminated today with agricultural aspect of the pesticides and the chemicals that go into farming? Is that what
Yes.
I see?
And especially here, which they don't give the correct. Well, now let's say it's different, but you cannot go backwards. I mean, the water is really bad, and next year is going to be even worse,
Oh God.
and year after year.
Is there any support from the government of Greece in your efforts?
No.
Well, how can I answer that? Is
Any way you want. I mean, this is more about because we want to let our audience know that what you're doing really needs
Very important.
needs some attention. Whether you're getting support from the government or not is something that maybe our audience can understand, that we need to support this cause.
yeah. Well, the governments around the world, they cannot do many things because the water is bad. To filter the water is very expensive. To filter the water and send it through pipes, old pipes. Old pipes means, I mean, lead,
Lead, yeah.
right? Asbestos.
Oh boy, yeah.
Okay, really tough thing. So in Greece we have something like 40,000 kilometers of cement asbestos pipes.
Ioannis, would you be able to tell us and give us an idea how expensive or what the cost is to install filter systems, and say, for example, in whether it be in an area, a village, or a section, just to give us an idea of what this
Well, I give you the idea of with a project we have right now, which we call it Aqua for All.
Mhm.
And these filters we're installing, 130 filters. It's about 120,000 US dollars.
Wow.
But because it's not only the installation is one part. Maintenance, which has to be in regular intervals, right?
Ongoing.
Yes,
Yes.
ongoing,
Yeah.
ongoing. Yes.
Ongoing at
You-
least twice per year.
You have to disinfect. When you have young kids, you do it not only every 6 months, but you have to do it every 4 months. Okay? Young kids in general, they're more sensitive in a way, right? And don't forget that everyone's body, it's a filter. Your kidneys is a filter.
Mhm.
So what do you really, what is better? Change cartridges or change kidneys,
Oh man,
right?
just putting that into perspective, it's like,
Yeah,
it just boggles my mind.
that one sentence is very powerful.
So I believe it's better cartridges.
Wow.
Do you find that the villages where you're working in, the people who live there are very receptive and happy that this is happening, or are they questioning, like, why do we need this, or is there any?
No. They're very happy. We have some videos, right?
Yes.
We have some videos which we can send to you.
Yes,
Sure.
please.
Yes, they're very happy. I mean, they're really embraced us. I mean, they feel so nice.
Oh, that's
Not
beautiful.
only nice, but I mean, they are relieved because they know the problem that they have with water, and they know that it's very expensive to face it by buying, bottled water. They cannot afford to buy bottled water to face it, and they were really.
That's wonderful that they're aware of how
Yeah.
important this is, and that it's good for them and it's good for their children. It's a very important
Yes.
thing.
Yes, it's very important.
My
So
goodness.
I just wanted to add that Aqua Africa Foundation, the innovative thing is that we are focused on providing clean water. And although we have started with Africa, and then we realized due to the COVID, all the problems and issues that we have now with COVID, then we realized that even US and other parts of Europe face really problems now regarding the water, that the tap water that we drink. It's not only to find water in Africa, but in US also we have a lot of problems with tap water.
Oh yeah, in the U.S., it was a very big thing with Flint, Michigan.
Exactly.
And you would hear it all the time. But the problem with a lot of Americans is it's not affecting me, so it's
Not
okay.
my problem.
Yeah, that's a big problem, and that's why this awareness is so important.
Well,
Here,
then
I think everywhere.
the next few months, we are going to announce similar projects in US.
Wow.
Because the basis of the foundation is based in New Jersey. So we just started with Greece because we saw that the problem in Greece is really urgent right now because of the nitrates. And the SOS Children Villages and the Smile of the Child houses. So we're so close to this organization. So we wanted to start this new movement to provide clean tap water to vulnerable groups in Greece, but mainly in US. Greece is only the start.
So basically, your organization is something that I believe everybody who should support, because you're doing very important work with water, because this is such an urgent thing. And I think, as you said, in the coming years, it's going to get worse and worse. I truly believe that. And it's not just that I believe it, the facts, the science behind it says the same thing. And this is something that's very necessary. This is something that's very important.
Ari, do you remember the first 3-4 weeks of COVID?
Yeah.
During the first lockdown, we were not allowed to buy more than 6 bottles of water. So it was then that I realized that the most important thing for US and other countries in Europe is to provide the tap water, which is free, which is unlimited.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine you have your children at home and you cannot give them clean water. You cannot cook with clean water, because although we drink, let's say, bottled water, if you cook with polluted water, then it's like you drink the same type of water, the same.
And as Foti and I, as parents of young children, I mean, I couldn't think of anything scarier than to not be able to provide clean water for my child. I mean,
exactly.
It's a very, very scary thing. And it's a very big problem. And
well, we want this segment to wake up people that are going to be watching this segment, and also share this information, because if you just mentioned something, Violetta, something that's so essential to our health, which should be unlimited and free, is becoming something that can actually make us sick and cost us a lot of money.
Exactly.
And I have another idea, but I think what I'm going to ask you is enough for another segment. So maybe we could bring you guys back for a follow-up. But I've been reading about how there's companies that want to make water like a profit thing, like Nestle and other places that want to capitalize on water. I mean, this is like a scary thought to me. It's this is probably enough to talk at another segment, so let's leave it for that. But again, this organization, and the more I read about what you guys are doing, like, so important, so amazing, and so lucky for people who are getting your help to have this help. And like Foti said, people need to be aware. There's people that are aware, and I'm sure they will get more urgent. But anybody who's not aware of this, please be aware of the problem that's at hand, that this is a very necessary organization that they're running, and it's providing a very important work for the children. I mean, always think of the children. That's the way I think of it.
So what the children are asking is, give a glass of clean water. That's all. One glass of clean water.
How
And
simple
it
is that?
seems so simple. It seems so simple, but it's not. It's really
It
not.
should be simple.
But collectively,
Not anymore.
I think collectively though, there's enough of us around here in the world that can make small efforts to resolve, in my opinion, this issue. So for those that are watching this segment, we do have two campaigns that are loaded onto our Greek donation platform that people can start to support. Besides our campaigns that we have on Greek donation, is there any other information that you'd like to share for our audience and our members to either learn more about what you're doing, any web addresses or social media that you want to announce that people can actually find out more and read about what you're doing?
Well, our scope is clean water for everyone, not only children, even for people. There are people, they cannot buy a bottle water. Is it good? No, but we can talk another time.
Sure.
So we need to support all the people. They need clean water.
Yes.
People can find us at aquaforall.org,
Yes.
and visiting the website, they can follow us on social media. And, every time that you install another filter, we have a progress to these two projects that we have right now. We announce all the progress that we have, and until October, we are going to announce like 10 more projects in US.
Oh, beautiful. Wow.
So yes, we will appreciate any help, any donation, and mainly we would like also, as an added value, let's say, to contribute to awareness.
Yes.
Sure.
Absolutely.
And it's amazing that even I mean, like 10 years ago, I had no idea how important is how big is the problem with water. And imagine that the average of the water that we have in our body is 72% of our body is water.
Exactly.
And
the self in our mind is like 90% of water. So if we don't have clean water,
We're in
then
trouble.
You both have brought up very many powerful statements, very important statements. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. This is something that's necessary. We need people to be aware. We need people to support.
yes.
I couldn't think of, there's a few big crises that we have to address, and this is one of them. And you can't get more important than this. We want to thank you both so much for joining us. Again, everybody out there, thanks for watching, but please spread the word. We're going to have all their information linked in the notes, on YouTube, on the podcast, on the campaign pages. Visit their site, visit their social media, support, share. And again, thank you so much for joining us. Foti, would you like to wrap anything up?
Just donate a glass of water.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
great for your time. Thank you so much.
We will definitely would love to have you come back at a point for another segment, because I think we should keep this ongoing. I think this is very important for our audience and everyone that gets to share this information. So we'd love to have you back.
Thank you.
Thank you both.
Good luck this summer. Enjoy the rest of your summer. And share anything with us that you think is important, and we'll share it on our platform as well.
Always, yes, always. Anything you have, just send to us. And the videos you said, we'll put those on the platform too. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you for your
Thank you.
idea. Thank
Thank
Our
you.
you.
pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.